guys, my name is Marina Amdream. Thank you so much for watching. Today I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas, in front of the Pizza D action, you guys. Look at this sign. I'm going to turn the camera around and show you. Come on in and share this video. Look at this. Pizza D action. Life is hard, pizza helps. Amazing. And as you see, they are open for curbside pickup. And we about to meet the owner. Hi.
Hey, how are you, Marina?
What's your name?
My name's Michael Brown.
Awesome. Well, you're excited. We're all excited. Could you please, let us in and let us know about the Pizza D action?
Well, come on in.
Okay.
I'll show you what we got going on.
Awesome. How long have you been in business?
This business has been here since
let me
1974.
Okay.
Okay. It's gone through many transitions. If you kind of scan the outside of the business right here,
Yeah.
it used to be this one little section. And then from the 30 plus years it's been open, 40 plus years, 46 years actually.
Wow.
It's gone from this little section, and then they added this other section, and then they extended it to this section, and then this section, and basically what you're looking at, ladies and gentlemen, is a flagship location in Little Rock, Arkansas.
It's historic.
It is very historic. This
Yeah.
is a historic location. We won Dive Bar of the Year, and if any of you guys are familiar with what a dive bar is, it's something that has a lot of culture, a lot of memories, and what up, brother? How you doing, Fernando? And with all that, what it boils down to is you're going to see heritage, you're going to see history, and my job after taking it over, I took it over about a year ago. Before that, I did nightclubs and live events and dance parties, and worked in live music and worked downtown a bit. Here in Little Rock, Arkansas, if you look right here, this street that you're looking at right here is Markham. And that street there is Kavanaugh. So we're kind of the flagship location of two intersections that meet within our historic district that basically it's very high volume. Right now it's not as high a volume as it usually is due to the quarantine, but it's a flagship location with a lot of history. I tried my best to do it justice. We just won Dive Bar of the Year by the Arkansas Times.
Congratulations.
I took it over in May, and of course they give the awards out in December and January, as you know, the magazines do that as per a yearly basis. So after 6 months, I took this location, which had been faltering a bit from the past ownerships, etc., etc. Anyway, let me show you what's going on.
Yes, I'm excited.
You open this for you?
Thank you.
And here
Thank
we
you.
go. Come on in, Marina. Let me show you the joint.
Yeah, so you say it's a lot of history and a lot of love. Look at this.
Yes.
A lot of friendships created here, fellowships. Awesome. So
And I actually call this my pirate ship.
I see the part right there.
Yep. And that flies right over my desk. Now realize what I'm going to be showing you, if I'm going to show you around the joint, is only operating at about 25% of capacity.
Yeah.
Never really thought about it in a percentage wise. But normally, before the quarantine, before the virus, we have multiple rooms with multiple areas of entertainment. Right now, we're just doing delivery, curbside pickup, and you showed the curbside sign, and then you can come in and pick it up as well. So right now, all we have is this small little lounge area that we've kind of blocked off. There's plenty. I'd like to say, just know that normally it's not so.
Hi.
Daniel, that's Daniel.
Thank you, Daniel.
So anyway, what we do now is we can bring the food out to their car. We deliver it within a 5-mile radius where folks come in. We're not doing dine-in, even though we're in phase 1, getting into phase 2 as far as the loosening of restrictions of the law. But since I am a dive bar, what that means is that I am a place that's known for people to come in and kind of, we run under a restaurant license, but with pool tables and ping pong and dartboards and the way it was, people are mingle. Until I see the numbers drastically go down and I feel as though it's safe for the whole community here, or even yourself, that, with your accent and where you're from, this virus can be, it can transfer so easily. So what we do is basically right now in the faculties that we're working, make sure that we control the environment so we can make sure and disinfect everything fully and make everything safe for our patrons, ourselves, and all families and humans involved.
Yeah, that's right. Can you please tell me more about your menu?
Okay, on our menu, whenever we took it over, they had kind of swayed away from the original menu. So what we did was this. We've gone back to the original pizza recipes, and we do basically traditional pizzas, like a pepperoni, a supreme, a vegetarian, etc., etc. We have different twists on the names. We do a herbivore, which is a vegetarian, a carnivore, which is a meat lovers, and an omnivore, which is a supreme, and then several different variations, everything from a Greek pizza. We have our own special sauce here that we call a non-binary sauce. And our non-binary sauce, to bring that up, for example, and as per your request, just so everyone knows, I'm going to take my mask off a little bit so that you can hear me and no one's around. But I just wanted to let everyone know that we take social distancing.
We are 6 feet apart. Look at you.
Say again?
You and me are 6 feet apart.
Oh, we're very far apart. But if I don't say it, you never know who's an armchair quarterback at the house.
Yeah.
So now that you see me, going back to the sauce, whenever I took this spot over, it's very important to me to make this location all inclusive. From winning the Dive Bar of the Year and the things that we do here, we deal with a wide range of folks. This spot has been successful for a long time, and then it kind of went down, and now I've brought it back up. It started to become a little bit decrepit. We fixed everything, opened up the kitchen. Arkansas Times Sous Chef of the Year, I'm sorry, not Arkansas Times, Rock City Eats Sous Chef of the Year, Megan Kessler, is my lead in the back of the house. And
that's good.
Basically, whenever I talk about inclusion and like talking about the sauce and some different things perhaps I could show you, is black, white, gay, straight. Everyone is welcome here.
Yes.
Whenever we're normally open.
And immigrants, so you have been so welcoming to me. Thank you.
You're very welcome. So basically, we're known as an industry spot. So what happens here normally, and we hope to get back to that soon as per the virus, et cetera, is this. Everyone that works in all the restaurants and bars and all those service industry personnel, they come here when they're off.
Oh, okay. What are your hours of operation?
Right now we're open from 11 and we're taking orders till 8, 9. We're about to extend that a little bit more. But if things were normal,
yeah.
Before the quarantine, we were open from 11 a.m. till last call, till the law tells us we have to shut down. Here in Arkansas, that meant Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., Saturday 11 a.m. to midnight, and Sunday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m.
That's awesome. So do you guys feature local artists over here? Because I see some paintings.
Well, we do. I try and pay homage to a lot of the different things that are going on, and I'll show you our bathrooms. I bet you don't get that a lot. Right now, one of the gentlemen that works for me is doing on 7th Street here in Little Rock. They've started to create a large, or it's pretty much done now. I'll give you the information, so hopefully you can put a link on this, where they have George Floyd and Black Lives Matter. So I have a professional tag artist, spray painter that works for me. Tons of different artists that this area in Little Rock is kind of known as, if you want to profile it, like the artsy district.
Oh, okay.
And so, you know, it's a bunch of coffee shops, independent restaurants, and, you know, small venues. I do not do live music here because I came from the live music world, and we have several other places around us that do live music. So I allow them to come in, put their posters up, and they come here and eat before, or whenever they're done with their gig, come here afterwards.
That's awesome.
So yeah, and
you're probably the longest staying business in town, like just your history and your hours. That's amazing.
Yes, ma'am. And it means a lot to me, and I take it very seriously. I'll show you some interesting things if I can give you a tour.
Yes.
This gentleman here is TC. TC was murdered a few years back. A local artist did this chalk of him, and his best friend, Mike Poe's TC Edwards, actually has a TC Day. From the city of Little Rock, there's an actual day for him.
Yeah.
Here's a Metallica, whenever they played here a few years ago, in 2019, they submitted different posters for each city on that tour, and you can see my building right in the mouth. And this is a tribute to TC that was murdered. And the murderer hasn't been able to get anything really pinned on him, but through the efforts of Mike Poe and et cetera, he is in jail right now, but we're just trying to make sure that he stays in jail. If you look over here and right down the road from me, this is by Katie, who has the tattoo shop right down the road, and or one block down, and she's been featured on Ink Master about 2 or 3 different years. And this is something custom she did for us, and we used it to raise money for charity. So I have one copy here, and one other copy was raffled away. We do a lot of philanthropy through here. It's very important to me. Personally, I just graduated magna cum laude from an HBCU, even though you see that I'm a white male. And so equality and helping others and inclusion mean a lot, especially whenever we're running such a diverse spot. Here's a plaque you can see here that we got a bunch of money for potluck food rescue. We did that. Up here, this is one of the main things I support, which is the van. And the van feeds, and not really feeds as much, but does everything from showers, clothes, and gives necessities to all of our unsheltered brothers and sisters throughout Central Arkansas. And I'll walk you back through, you know, I'll give you a little tour of the spot, even though we're not open, but so that you can see anyone can come here at any time. And especially what I've been doing is that I couldn't be a drop-off spot when we were open because I'm using every square foot. But since I'm not doing that, I keep on the videos that I do every day, kind of on our featured specials and letting everyone know we are a drop-off location for the van. So all these folks are at home like cleaning out their closets, you know, and getting rid of stuff. If they have any pants, shirts, camping supplies, anything that they have, we take that and give it to the homeless so that they can use it, because right now it's hard not to be so focused on yourself, trying not to get the virus, take care of your own folks, et cetera, people now are forgetting about all those folks that are living on the street. And also, whenever they can't get the groceries, because if you go to Kroger, which is a grocery store here, I don't know how far this goes, but like if you go to Kroger or our local grocery stores, before when things were about to go out of date, they gave them all to the homeless. Well, obviously, everyone is buying up the shelves, because of the pandemic and getting scared. So we do everything we can to try and help the homeless. I work a lot with a place called Lucy's Place here. I try and support them, which takes in unsheltered LGBTQs. I work with Planned Parenthood. I work with the food banks, and just trying to do different things and be proactive. And then we've also made it a very, very, it's tough because we do get some hate from it, but we support BLM to the max. And most of my staff is either minority or LGBTQ, and so we take care of those that take care of us, and we're just trying to hope that the virus goes away and we can get back to normal.
Yeah, thank you. What would you say to the new business owner?
To a new business owner in this profession?
Just anyone who wants to start a business. This is for my motivational speaking question.
Sure. Well, to any new business owner, I'd say don't get in a rush. You need to make sure that you have 2, and that's really gambling, but especially 2 months. If you think you got a great idea, I don't ever want to say don't go for it, but for the most part, it takes money to make money, and that's the hard thing in life. And with that being said, make sure that if you have an idea that it takes time for things to trickle along and build that business. If you don't have the backing necessary, then regardless of what you do, if you don't have the backing necessary, then what you're going to do is forego the quality of your product to try and stay in business. Yeah. That's the hardest thing, I think, whenever it comes to trying to do a new business. Since I come from the nightclub, live music, club world, constantly folks are wanting to pitch me things because I've been doing this so long, and I've kind of got a name for myself in this community. And the hardest thing is this: just because you got a great idea and you think it's a great idea, you still have to have, a few months rent, a lot of product to start it up, and then the repairs, and then things break, and it's hard. Now, so that's what's difficult as far as like if you have an idea that maybe you're internet based on, and you could go after something without a large overhead versus trying to open up a location. Right now, one thing that I've been saying that I'd like to say, transitioning into that via the pandemic, is that anyone that's watching this has a talent or has a passion. So via what I've shown you from what I've done as far as helping other in agencies that help those that aren't as able to help themselves, is this: if you have a passion, you can use your passion, and even if you're barely getting by, you can still fill your heart with love, even if it's just your ability to play a guitar or make a paint, or you see someone on Facebook that is really down, you might be able to send them a private message, and even though it's not really art or business oriented, you could give them something that uplifts them from them perhaps hurting themselves or going down a huge downward spiral, etc., etc. I think love is where the base of what life should come from. Yes. And the rest is business and politics, and all that just pretty much sucks, and you just do what you got to do.
Yeah, and always do your best.
Yes,
anything else you want to show us?
Sure. I mean, you wanted to see back here. I'll show you. We're not really open, but come on back. Normally, like I said, this is all shut off. Once we're open, we do have I do some little acoustic stuff from time to time. So I built this little stage here. Whenever we're normally open, what we do is we have this digital jukebox that's right behind you.
Ooh.
And so what people love to do is that they come in here and anyone gets to be the DJ.
That is so cool. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, so, you know, somebody puts on 2 or 3 songs that are rock and roll, and then somebody will want to hear some hip hop, and then somebody will want to hear, you know, some country. So it opens it all up. We're redoing our floors in the back. I wanted to show you our restrooms because you were asking about the artist.
Yeah.
Jermaine, that has been featured. Yeah, this is our back bar. Like I said.
I'm fascinated by your lights.
Yes, well, I came from the club world, so I put in all LEDs that kind of coordinate and are all colored together so that, like, whenever, during normal business, whenever we were open, you'd come in and one night the whole place would be green. And one night it'd be blue, because, you know, with LED you can do the full color spectrum. We do gaming, and but here, check out our bathrooms. This is our Star Wars bathroom.
That is so cool.
Yeah, so we themed each bathroom. So this is that's Chewbacca. So there's our this is our Star Wars bathroom.
So hold on, let me see. Let me show. Yeah. So that's the artist that you're talking about, talented artist.
Jermaine Gibson is his name, and he, as I mentioned before, they are working on the 7th Street. There's a whole wall that's called the Peace Mural.
Yes.
And there's a big thing of George Floyd, with Black Lives Matter, and then a bunch of inspirational.
I saw that. So he did that?
Ma'am?
I saw that some of the murals on that street.
Yes, that's him and a couple of his partners. Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
And he works for me and is a respected cook. This is my Simpsons bathroom.
That is
I'll
so
let you go ahead and
cool.
go in there. Good.
Look at that. Well, I tell you, I've never seen anything like it, that's for sure.
And it's supporting local artists, you know, especially whenever it comes to, tagging or spray paint based art. They get kind of forsaken. Right here is our dartboard area whenever we would normally be open. And, we got dart leagues and all that come in here and play darts.
Cool.
And then back here, I just want to show you real quick. This is like, I was telling you, this is a bunch of goods that people drop off that we're giving to the van and to the homeless. One of my other guys that opened up the kitchen for him, Mr. Lawrence Picard, brought a walker in, and you can see all these clothes. I got food, and so that's another thing that we do, because I can be a drop-off spot and help all our homeless.
Yeah, thank you so much for doing it. This is amazing.
Yeah, no problem. And I'll show you our pool room. It's kind of interesting. Hopefully we're hoping that things get back to normal and everyone's wanting us to open, but until I feel it's safe and the things keep spiking, I'm not going to have a politician tell me when it's safe to open. I'm going to go with science.
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt anyone. This is the original Stiff Station trolley line. This business is located in Little Rock, Arkansas, in an area called Stiff Station, because it used to be a trolley way back in the old days. So they had trolley lines that ran all through here. And so I try and bring things that give appreciation to the of the spot. Come on back here. This is one of my local artists made that chandelier.
Yeah, I was just showing it, you guys. This place is so special.
Yes.
Awesome.
Nowadays, whenever you open something, everything's usually sleek lines. This is a spot where you can really look around and get lost in all the goodies. And I love that. It brings back so many memories. Since it's been open since 1974, the amount of stories of people that have met here, got married here, had the best times of their lives here, go back over 4 decades. 2 good friends just got engaged right before the pandemic, right here where you're standing.
Oh.
So, yep. And there you can see, like I said, we just opened up. I won best spot to play pool, shoot darts, shuffleboard, best dive bar. We support like the local independent small football teams, yada yada. And as I mentioned, now we're not open, but come on, I'll show you something cool. This is our kitchen. Megan, say hello.
Hi.
That's Megan, the head of the back of the house. She was ranked sous chef of the year. We're real privileged to have her here running things.
Thank you.
Our kitchen is phenomenal. Now watch your step because we're doing some more construction while we're shut down. But normally this is a pool table, right? And it is a pool table. This is our other pool table, and then we have this area back here. Whenever it's nighttime, I call this my shaggy room because it all glows in the dark.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, see, these are all black lights. So it all glows in the dark.
Cool.
And then back here, we have a ping pong table. So we have ping pong, 2 pool tables, 2 dart boards, a golf game, and then we have the digital games that people sit at the bar that you can play cards and do trivia on. So that way everyone can always have some entertainment.
You mean digital games? That's cool.
Yeah. Here, I'll show you one. It's they're pretty popular. It's you know, a lot of folks. You want to give them something to do if they want to unwind and not meet someone instead of just staring at the wall. So we have these games here that we hand out that are on these tablets, and you just hit start, and then you can play trivia, play poker, and then there's another type of trivia game, and then we can do different live gaming as well. Right now we're running underneath our quarantine menu.
That's very creative.
So yeah, and then I give everyone, because toilet paper's been a big deal, I give everyone a free wipe whenever they get the menu. And so I buy cute toilet paper. Yeah, a little cute toilet paper in there with a unicorn on it, and
that is so
all
creative.
that, just different little things to, make people happy, make them smile. We try and, like I said, we're an inclusive spot. We don't see color, we don't see race, heritage, religion. As long as you're kind, you're welcome here.
Yeah.
And then, like on our menu, like our special sauce is called a non-binary sauce. It's a mix of marinara and our garlic Alfredo with a little kick. But I call it non-binary because of those that consider themselves, or not consider themselves, they are non-binary. And little things like that I can tag in, kind of plant the seed. I didn't show you while you're over there, I forgot, but I have the gay flag hangs on the other side.
Yeah, I showed that.
You did? Okay, good.
Yes, and you
Martin
had
Luther King.
Yes.
So, just making a statement. I don't want to press anything on anyone. At the same time, I want people, whenever they come in here, to know that we are a place of love and of understanding. Show appreciation and do honor to a spot that has been here so long. Improve the quality of the products that are coming out. Show love, support the community, and do the best we can with what we got.
Oh, thank you. And what is your location again? I know you said Markham, but what is the...
Our actual address is 2919 West Markham.
Awesome.
Markham, sorry. Picked up a
Awesome.
little bit there at the end.
Awesome. I'm going to ask you one more question with me in the video. And I just want to ask you, why do you think it's important to shop local?
Why do I think it's important to what?
Shop local?
Because if you don't shop local, then local won't exist anymore. It's that simple. If you do not support
That's
local,
good.
local is going to go away. Henceforth, a lot of what I've been saying throughout this interview and a lot of what curtails what we do here that is a big focus for us. We support local, like the t-shirts that I sell up here are by local artists. My bathrooms were, painted by local artists.
Local artists, yeah.
Everything that we do features local, appreciation for the heritage and just doing what's right, being a good human being and giving a quality product and hoping that people like your product and come in and buy it, and then we stay in business.
Yes.
Without having hate in your heart.
That's right. Thank you so much. I am so encouraged just by talking to you. You just exude this love and confidence and inclusivity, and I just thank you so much for keeping your place so nice and kind to everybody. And you guys, I have experienced that just from the moment I walked in here randomly last week. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. And like I mentioned, if anything out there with you guys, like I said, everybody has a special ability. You know, it seems like you're well traveled, and I hope this video goes, you know, all around the whole world. And if there's anything here from a little guy in Little Rock, Arkansas that's covered in tattoos, and the staff that works for me, and all of us included that make up this, is like I mentioned before, everyone has a special quality. Everyone can exude love in a special way. Even if you're down, I hope that you're able to survive. But if you do something positive, it's a lot better than sitting at home and getting wrapped up watching these news programs and hating what is most of us all have a side on our feelings, be it be religion or what have you, whatever, just and politics and all that. Just show love. And we didn't choose where we came from. You didn't choose what mother you have. Be blessed from where you are and make the best of it and exude that throughout the world, and things will get a lot better.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye, guys.
Pizza D.